Yeah, live, love. I love it. I really do, and here's why. Remember my backstory. I grew up in a ghetto. We were very poor. My dad, to cope with economic stress in his life, turned to alcohol, and usually he'd get drunk every day and beat me. Well, there were guys that were in the church in my area, in my neighborhood, that would kind of come out to my neighborhood on a bus. And I know that they had good intentions, and what they were doing, they were trying to do for the good. And they would come and give me bubble gum and say, we're coming back on Sunday, get on our bus and go to church. And there were times when I would do that just to run from my dad. I really didn't give a rip about the God factor back then. It was a place to just create some space between me and him. My dad didn't have anything to do with God. He died when I was 15 of cancer. And he became a Christian on his deathbed, and I'm forever grateful for that. But man, I think about how many years in his life he was just living in hell. Would things have been a little different if maybe that guy from the church would have stopped and said, hey, Mr. Nolan, here's a check. It's for your rent. I know money's tight. I know that life is stressful and the money is driving you nuts. It's causing you to become a person to your son that you hate. But this is from Jesus, and Jesus is real. This is from Jesus. Would things have been a little different in my home? I can't help but think that things would have been. I don't have that privilege of knowing, do I? But I live my life now doing just that. We have a nonprofit org, and my whole thing is whatever we get, we're giving away, man. We pay people's rent, we help them with the utilities, we pay their medical bills, but when we do, we give them Jesus. And I think that's what Live and Love's all about, man. Just wherever you're at, whatever means, whatever resources you have, man, you're never more like Jesus than when you're given. Gather together in community and go find something in your community that when it's done, it communicates clearly to somebody that they've been loved on. But then you've got to communicate in that. Because some people say, preach often and sometimes use words. Well, that kind of backfires on it if we're not real careful, because, we do a lot of good deeds and some cool things happen, but what in it has some kind of eternal significance. So do the deed. And yes, God will use it even if you shut your mouth. Imagine how things could be different if you did speak up and say, hey, this is from Jesus, and he died for you. We're sinners, we blew it, but God is love. He died for us, took our place on a cross. Repent, place your faith and trust in Jesus, and come on in, man. This is for you. And all of life can be different. You see it? Man, it can be beautiful, man. And it looks different everywhere. But as much as it looks different, do it in such a way that it makes a difference.